It's time for your tropical weather update. I'm ABC 13 meteorologist Kevin Roth. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Now all eyes on the Gulf. We've got this storm system here. Hurricane Beryl about to make landfall early this morning in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Popular spot. Heavily populated and certainly a very busy travel destination. So some big impacts there. This is a Category 3 hurricane as it makes landfall. Just now downgraded actually from the National Hurricane Center to a Category 2 storm as it makes landfall. Now this crosses over the Yucatan Peninsula, makes its way into the southern Gulf by tomorrow morning. And at that point, we could see this system begin to re-strengthen, right? It's back over warm waters, relatively low wind shear environment. And then the latest track from the National Hurricane Center, just shifting things ever so slightly farther to the north. That's the trend that we've been seeing. And that makes it more likely that you're looking at a lower Texas coast landfall anywhere from Brownsville to Corpus Christi early on Monday morning. That is the most likely outcome, but you'll notice that cone here does extend all the way up towards Matagorda Bay, and that is a potential outcome as well. So that's what we're monitoring for. Again, I think most likely landfall early Monday between Corpus Christi and Brownsville, and then gradually you start to see that curve farther off to the east, make that right turn. That's going to push more of that tropical moisture into the Houston area, into southeast Texas as we go through next week. That will increase our rain chances. So let's talk about that key messaging. As you can see, some of those individual forecast models, a lot of those clustered right around the center of that cone. Again, Corpus Christi to Brownsville being the most likely outcome, but not the only outcome at this point. So Beryl expected to make landfall very early this morning. We got those hurricane and tropical storm watches all over Mexico. Those are expected to be hoisted today in parts of Texas. The exact landfall location is still uncertain. We still need to see how that land interaction with the Yucatan Peninsula goes. And then that heavy rain starts to spread into southeast Texas. And we have put up an ABC 13 weather watch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's when you start to see the heaviest of the rain. So what are we talking about rainfall-wise? A lot of folks wanting the rain, asking for the rain, and this will certainly provide it. On average, right now, models are showing about 3 to 5 inches of rain. There are spots that will get higher rainfall totals, especially farther southwest. And keep in mind, the end track of the system will highly influence those rainfall totals. So if it comes in a little farther north or northeast, we're going to see those rainfall totals climb. If the system ends up a little farther south or southwest, we could see those rainfall totals drop, though at this point, that seems fairly unlikely. My biggest concerns, and I think this is maybe the most important graphic out of all of it, biggest concerns are going to be coastal issues. That would be storm surge, that would be elevated rip currents, and then heavy rainfall as well. Don't just think about coastal impacts for rain. That's inland rainfall. That's all the way through southeast Texas, where you do have that chance of seeing some very heavy rains. Again, the bulk of that comes next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, likely the peak days to see some heavy rain from the system. But we've got scattered showers and storms leading up to that as well. I'm ABC 13 meteorologist Kevin Roth. That's your tropical weather update.